Back everyone to the Call of Duty US Championship here at MLG's Full Sail with MLG.
Yep.
In Orlando, Florida. I said California, by the way.
Did you really?
It was the funniest thing. I was like, oh, welcome here to Full Sail in sunny California. And it's just like, wow, you're kind of not smart.
You have no idea where you're at on the map.
Yeah, right. I'm just, I never do.
Isn't that funny how like the rest of the world doesn't exist unless you like look at a globe?
How strange life is. Now, Denial West going up against Xfinity. This is going to be a crazy matchup.
Yeah.
You have Denial West that you casted their matchup against Optic. What was it that that they came up short on? Because I talked with Enable. He felt like there was just key plays.
Oh, yeah.
That if it would have just swung one way for them, they would have been able to win it.
Absolutely. It came down to specific gunfights that ended up losing them. And, you know, Xfinity, you casted that match versus Envy, which you'll get into, but I can safely say that Denial West looks really good. I mean, Perplexed is a very sneaky player. He's very good at the objective. And then you got Enable, who is just an all-out savage.
Now, I have to ask you. You have Enable and Formal, right?
Yeah.
Two guys who came from the Halo scene. Who right now, in your opinion, is farther ahead?
Oh, Formal by a long shot.
Formal by a long shot?
I think Enable's going to get one of those opportunities that is just going to make him shine after COD Champs. And, you know, we're going to see him on there for sure as well. But right now, Formal just literally lit up the main stage.
I couldn't agree more. Now he's going to find one player there, and he's going to go for a second. Not going to happen. Strife is going to be around the corner, able to pick one up. Now you're going to have three down, or three up here for Denial West. As Strife, he's 5-1, Enable 0-2, which is quite surprising. Finally picking up a kill there. That was going to come from Croster with that MTAR. And Denial West, you mentioned about Denial West, but I want to talk about Xfinity. I want to
All right.
see, in their matchup against Envy, we saw shades of greatness, but they just got completely thwarted in that Blitz game. They could not figure out what they wanted to do. It was just like they got outsmarted nonstop by Rambo.
Oh,
and I feel like if there's a sneaky player on that team, on the other team, I don't know if Xfinity can answer back.
It's going to be really tough. I mean, Xfinity's a team who's got a lot of notes on a lot of teams. They go through a lot of film. They're very, very prepared. Mud Dog used to be a coach of Envy, and now he finds himself playing here in Call of Duty Ghosts. There's no bad blood. But when I look at the matchup here, it's really going to come down to, I think it's going to come down to Search Game 2. I mean, this Game 1's going to be awesome, but having that momentum going into Game 3 seems to be so big.
Yeah.
Unless you're Complexity, which you can just rely on the Blitz to win.
Yeah, I know.
I
actually am very excited to see Envy and Complexity face off the Blitz. Legitimately. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel as if that is going to be the sickest game of Blitz we would ever see.
Which one?
Envy and Complexity, if they were ever played.
Well, they could play if all works out according to plan in the winner's bracket.
If it all works out according to plan, yes, of course. Yes.
I'm just sitting there with like a lab coat on.
Yeah, right. Just manipulating brackets. So now looking here, you have Denial West. They're gonna take C and B. There is going to be a flip happening over by B. Score is going to be 43-30. They're down by 13. I got to ask you, though, Gandhi, is this what you expected? I mean, everyone sells Xfinity short, yet for some reason they constantly seem to surprise the crap out of people.
Yeah, you know, Denial West is a team who on domination, they just seem weak. As you can see right now, they don't have B, they only have C, and we haven't seen any flanks out of them. We haven't seen them try to go around A. They haven't tried to get control room control at all.
Yeah.
And really, you got to start doing something. Right now, when Xfinity has the setup, they're running 2 ARs right now. So all the lanes are just going to be destroyed.
Yep.
So you got to at least have a smoke clutch. You got to smoke and roll.
Oh, that makes perfect sense, right? To be able to drop down a smoke grenade and then push on in. I actually kind of like that play there, or that idea. And right now, let's jump over to Xfinity. They're going to have B and A control here. Mud Dog able to pick up a shot with that Remington. And like you said before, they have those lanes covered, and there's just nothing that's going to stop them here. I mean, so long. If he runs out of ammo, that's really the only thing I can see.
I think I think he ran over the ammo. Oh, God. I think it's that like little glitch where it says low ammo, but he still has a lot of ammo.
But that would have been the only thing that would have stopped him there if he would have ran out of that key time. But yeah, Croster looking to get beat right back. There's going to be no players here for Denial West as Xfinity answering right back here. And there is going to be a contestment going on over by B. One player is going to be hanging out there. That is going to be, who is that going to be? That's actually going to be Enable, of course, being a pain in the neck. Mud Dog finding one, gets one shot there right by their caution as he's going to push around, but there is going to be a player there at Denial West to stop as we jump on board with Denial West stripe.
Man, this is looking so good for Xfinity. They've held a two-cap very well. They've thwarted all the attempts of the members of Denial West to do anything, and they have a great setup here. Look at Mud Dog's spot on the map. Well, he was just taken out, so we'll stay on board with Enable. Enable pushing up here. He has one guy in front of him, cleans him up, makes short work. They really just need to get all the points possible to go into the second side.
Yeah, that's right, and I want to see what the score is going to be at the end. Make sure we don't have pens over here.
Yep,
I forgot to bring them from over there, but that was my fault. That was my fault.
Yeah, we have our director, Will. He'll keep us in track.
He will. He will. I believe in Will.
Yeah, well, it looks like it may be pretty easy math for us. It looks like it's going to be like 91 to 61. Yeah.
Yep, 91
so
to 61.
30 points.
In favor of Xfinity. I mean, definitely something that I'm not saying I didn't expect, because honestly, this is a very good team. Like,
oh, yeah.
they people are just going to continue to sell them short, right? And I'm talking about not the players. None of the players are selling anyone short.
No.
But I know a lot of people at home because they're not familiar with the names.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Know?
And that's always been a big problem.
Yeah.
Everyone always kind of looks over the names. I mean, that's kind of what happened in the Rise scenario. But, you know, looking at this, I mean, Mud Dog 17 and 10. His AR was on point. You saw him even move into the nest a little bit there, and he started crushing. And here's your pen, Princess.
Yay!
Here's your pen. There you go.
I'm so happy right now. I got a pen and a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, young Will.
Good job, Will.
So now, with that victory there, that's going to be a round one victory for them to now West. Looking at this, are they in trouble? Do you think that they've been beating themselves up because they prepared so much for that optic match?
They really did. I think, you know, going into the second half, they're only down by 30 points. So the main thing is they got to hold the two-cap. Obviously, they were on the favored side, too, because they did have C. I think, at least. I could be mistaken. At least towards the end, they had C, which is definitely the favored side. You never want to have A.
I think they
A's
flipped.
Always sucks. Did they flip?
I think they flipped.
Well, if they start off on C, they should be able to get the two-cap right away. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a flank out of someone just trying to get rid of their home flag.
Okay.
That's something like when you're down, it's kind of desperation, but it works because if you neutral it, you know, all four members are going to be pushing up at the beginning of the game to go for B.
Yeah.
So you just sneak it right around, you hop on, and you just neutral. But the problem is so many people get caught up, and they're like, oh, I can lay here longer.
I can wait.
I can do it. And then they just get slapped.
So let's see. Denial West is going to be starting off of the A side.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the side they were looking for here.
I want to see what actually, I'm going to jump over on the other side to to Croster when he comes into this one. Oh, we actually
fake out.
Fake out. We got to fake out.
Got to fake out. I don't think three members of Xfinity just decided to not join.
They're like, you know what? We'll wait. We'll wait. So, you know, while we wait.
Icing them.
Yeah. While we wait, let's go to a break. Should be a quick one. When we come back, we're going to have Xfinity, Denial West facing off. Should be a good one. Not going to want to miss it. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Golden Boy. This is the beautiful Gandhi, and we're going to be bringing you Denial West.
Oh, yeah.
Second side going up against Xfinity here in Sovereign Domination. Score is 30 points in the favor of Denial or of Xfinity.
Xfinity. It's always fun. You got a bunch of weird names that you're not used to saying, like Xfinity and Denial West, and trying to rope them together. It gets difficult. I understand, man. Yeah, 30-point lead here. We are going to see as Denial West is actually going to have the worst spawn off the break. They're going to be getting that A flag, and already we are seeing as it is just chaos off the break. No one went for a flank, which is kind of interesting. Sometimes you'll see teams who have a lead just go for a flank just to basically increase that lead more and more.
Yeah, that's right. B is going to get capped right away, though, by Xfinity, and Perplex by himself as he's going to chase one person over by War Room, able to pick him up. Looking around here, should be another body below him, but there is going to be one inside of B. Shots exchanged, he gets taken out. Hopping over to Enable, he gets dropped, and it just seems like Denial West they're just not winning their gunfights.
Yep. I'm looking at Doubt right now, hanging out on B. He's just kind of baiting it right now, waiting for his teammates to push up and really just kind of get a feel for it. Cleans up one, and how many Vectors have you seen this weekend, man?
I have to say, it's been pretty surprising. The Vector's a very effective weapon, and it's on par with the MTAR in comparison to the 360 version.
Yeah, and the thing that's wild, too, is that, that red dot really enables you to kind of just take those mid to almost long-range battles.
Oh, man. Doubt with the cut to the chest. It hurts so good, but he is going to get taken out. And Croster.
That was filthy.
Yeah, inside of B. There's going to be one player flanking on C. That's actually going to be one of the members, I believe it's going to be Perplex there for Denial West, but he is going to get stopped right away by Sin.
Denial West really just can't get their foot in the door at all on this game type. They are just getting dwarfed. And I'm trying to go through all their players and try to figure out what's wrong. The first thing I'm noticing is not hopping on B. Right now, this is the first time I think we're actually seeing it where they finally double capped on B. B is so devastating to single cap. It's just so many nades. You get shot through like every wall.
The trophy can only do so much, especially with the time it takes for you to throw it down.
Yep.
Just there's a lot of questions there, especially with how many nades are going to be flying in your direction. Sin now, he's going to be pushing up, and we almost saw a 3-cap there, but Sin is able to possibly push over here with his teammate Doubt to go after A. They are going to lose C, though, as Denial West is going to hang out all over there on the C side, and now they're going to be fighting for control over by B.
Yep. Sin now looking to push up into control. I would like to see him actually get control of this and kind of just hang out and kind of bait it. So many teams like to push in the control room and just jump straight out of the nest. And it's just kind of easy kills at this point. But as long as he doesn't overcommit on this, he should be fine.
He jumps down, finds a player, picks him up, and they're going to go right back after B. He's going to have 2 teammates behind him. No one on the push just yet as they're trying to push forward on B. You got a couple members there. Croster jumping over to him now. Let's see what the veteran can do here. Of course, Croster's been around since the MW2 days. The guy's a tank. Great player. Shots going through B. Croster has a teammate there, Doubt for the challenge. And he's going to get taken out right by the nest, and Croster with the pick. You're going to have a neutralized flag. We're 52-47. Definitely looking great for Xfinity.
Yeah, Xfinity's just crushing, man. They're using the lanes to their advantage. Mud Dogs had basically pinpoint precision with the AR, and on top of that, his positioning's amazing. He's cutting down every lane possible. Doubt is just over flooding on B. And right now, they really don't have to worry about much. Keep in mind, they did win by 30 points. They still are currently in the lead now, so they don't have to worry too much. If you are Denial West, though, this is where it's like, okay, guys, let's maybe throw a flank at A, and let's, for the love of God, try to get B.
Yeah,
they need a 3-cap.
Exactly. Like, figure something out, right? Like, make a decision. You know, and you see that happen way too much, where teams, it's like lemmings. They just continue to push forward and push forward and push forward, and it's not paying out for them, you know? You are going to have a couple players going toward B. It's going to be Sin with 1 pickup, expecting to see a player around the corner pre-fired. He gets shot out. Mud Dog now. Great connection there as he's going to continue to, of course, with his teammates push up on B. That's not going to happen much. Nothing much, I should say, from that.
Yep.
And honestly, the way that this is looking with 40 seconds, left on the clock, 30-point lead here for Xfinity, I think it's safe to say that Xfinity will take this one home.
Yeah, we did see a little bit of last effort there from Denial West, but notice how at the end of this game, Denial West actually started increasing the pace. They started taking slightly different routes. They were pushing through control room, and now you saw them actually compete with them. Before, it's so hard to push those lanes. I mean, you're running down this huge, narrow corridor with an AR just staring at you.
Yeah.
It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, and you're just at that point running into their bullets. Like, there's nothing more that you could really say about it. They're just running into their bullets. They're like, "Excuse me, you're in the way of my bullets." Oh wait, stay there, please.
Yeah, I know.
And
it's wild.
man, anyway, so Xfinity is able to take game number 1, with a pretty dominating score. They had a plus 30 lead on that first half, and they were just able to keep it close going into the second. Kroster, no one really shining here besides Sin, 12
the
and 8.
collective.
Yeah.
It's really just the collective work there from the whole team.
Doubt and Kroster, though, with 3 caps. That's great for them,
Yeah.
And
It's always, that's when you know
total.
the stats are bad, when you're like, oh, yeah, well, he did also have 3 caps, too.
Well, and yeah, even the caps are pretty even between these teams. I mean, you look at it and they're down by, it's like, what, 8 caps to 9? Like, there's not much of a difference there,
Time held.
Exactly,
Time
and it was
held.
just that first half. It was just that first half that
First
really...
half really just crushed Denial West. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Search and Destroy is coming up next. Stay tuned.